All right, so I'm here with H. H, how old are you?
27.
Are you originally from Arizona?
I was born in Chicago, but I've been out here since I was about 6.
And what's your current situation right now? You homeless?
No, I have an apartment, but I may as well be homeless. I live on the streets, so I have a voucher.
So why don't you just stay at your apartment?
That's complicated. I can't stay at my apartment right now. I can't really get into the reasons why, but...
And what do you do out here to survive? So you do dates out here?
Yeah, no, not dates. Just hookups.
Okay. How dangerous is it doing that type of work out here?
Probably pretty dangerous, but I mean, I haven't had too many horrible experiences. I mean, I've had a few experiences where I got ripped off a lot, which is kind of... And also people sometimes are really violent, but... I mean, I put up with it, you know?
Have you ever been busted for doing the type of work that you do?
No. I'm pretty discreet about it in the sense of, like, you know, as long as you say things the right way.
So you never done time or anything like that?
No, thank goodness.
That's good.
Or just overnights and things like that, you know?
Yeah. And what was that for?
Just for domestic violence stuff. Like, my boyfriend beat me up. My ex-boyfriend.
So your boyfriend beat you up, but you went to jail?
Both of us went to jail. I was so pissed. I called the police to come protect me, and then they take both of us to jail.
Oh, so it was like a mutual thing, mutual combat?
No, it was not. Not really. He attacked me, and I did my best to defend myself, but I was so shocked that he attacked me that I barely got a punch in edgewise. So, that pretty much sucked.
Are you still with that boyfriend?
No.
No?
No. Not for a long time now.
So, where do you sleep at night? Do you have a tent? Do you go to shelters? What do you do out here?
I mean, either. A lot of the times, like, I'll just sleep on like pretty much just on the ground somewhere, or on like a piece of cardboard, or just pretty much like kind of just bundled up under a blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you get your meals?
Wherever I can, just with whatever money I have. People, they donate them to me sometimes.
Do you have a lot of people that come out here and donate food and stuff like that?
Yeah, actually, you'd be surprised. There are lots of people who do. Yeah, that are very helpful.
That's good.
Yeah.
So what's one of the worst experiences you've had being out here homeless on the streets?
Probably just like... Oh, God. Well, I've had a few times, like, was just doing jobs and stuff where guys got really rough with me, like, way rough with me. Like, I'm talking spitting in my face, beating me up, kind of, like, just smacking me around, all this kind of thing. You know, grabbing my hair, manhandling me, this, that, and the other way, you know. Really violent sex, you know, basically kind of like getting raped. With them, I don't like sleeping with anybody except for just one person, but at the same time, I do have to sleep with other people in order to make money.
Yeah. So how was your childhood growing up?
Complex, but in many ways idyllic.
You said what?
I said complex, but in many ways idyllic.
Was it a good childhood?
I would say so.
Did you grow up with both parents?
Yes, they were divorced, but yes, I did grow up with both parents. You know, my family was... there was definitely issues, but I won't go into that.
Any abuse, anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. But at the same time, it was kind of very much something that I was capable of tolerating.
Was it brought on by family members, or was it someone outside the family?
Yeah, but at the same time, it was very much something that was something I could deal with, you know?
Yeah.
But it's never something that anybody should have to go through necessarily, you know? I mean, my situation's very complex, so like...
What age did it start?
Probably pretty much like, well, I mean, just my situation with my family I honestly don't really even know when it started, honestly. It just kind of was just all throughout, but in many ways though, like, I don't know, it was weird. It's hard to describe.
When did it stop? At what age?
It didn't. But at the same time, I still feel very much like, in a strange way, kind of like, even though nobody should ever have to go through that, like, I feel as though I'm a little bit grateful for it because it did help build me into the strong person that I am today. So that's what I have to say.
Are you transgender?
I am, yes.
Were you always like this?
Yeah, pretty much. But I only started really expressing it by the time I was in my teen years.
And how were your family about it? Were they open to it?
Yes and no, not initially, but they became, at least by all appearances, more open to it, but I guess they weren't. So I thought they were, but I guess they were not. So I don't know.
Do you still keep in contact with them?
No.
No?
Nope.
When was the last time you spoke to them?
A few months ago.
So they don't know about your current situation right now?
We might. Wouldn't really matter.
Okay. I noticed that you have some scarring on your arms and your legs.
Yeah.
What is that from?
Just self-harm, self-injury. I do it because it helps me relieve some of the stressors of living this lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other reasons too, but I don't really want to go into all that.
So you feel like that helps you relieve some stress?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you mess with any substances out here?
Oh yeah, I'm a drug addict. Bad drug addict.
With the G and the blues out here?
Yeah.
How long have you been messing with those?
I've been on opiates since I was 15.
15.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get started on those? Was it introduced to you by family?
Sort of,
peers?
but a little bit of both, kind of. It's complicated, but mostly peers, I guess.
If we have any younger viewers and they're thinking about trying substances and running the streets, what kind of advice would you give them?
I would advise them not to. I would advise them to do what they can to do what is right in whatever circumstance, situation, but always with a heart of love and non-judgment.
All right, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing your story.
Yeah.
I really do appreciate it. Are you okay with me putting this on my YouTube channel?
Go for it.
And just in case some of my subscribers want to reach out to you with any sort of help or donations, do you have any contact information that you want to share?
I don't have a phone. I have a Facebook, but it's hard to, but ultimately, like, I don't really use it that much, but I suppose I could still give it to you, but you don't want me to give my name, therefore.
It's all up to you. If you want to give an email, that'd be fine. Cash App, whatever you have.
I don't really have anything like that right now, honestly. I'm just kind of out here alone, frankly, and I don't have a computer or a phone, therefore it would be kind of futile for me to do so.
Why don't you just go and get like one of those Obama phones that they're always posted up on the corners.
Oh yeah? Okay, yeah, I probably should.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing your story. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.